Now let's come to chapter number 2 today. The main topic of our lesson today is health and pleasure. Now look at the leading. Now I would like you to look at the picture and answer the questions. Who is the man in the picture? Sorry, who is the woman in the picture? Where is she? Now look at the picture. So who is she and what is she doing in the picture? So the picture shows a woman who is in the garden with some carrots. Now the next question for you, when you look at the picture, what topic do you think of? And now look at the two proverbs. Number 1, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. Is it an American proverbs? And number 2, a good laugh and a long sleep are the best cures in the doctor's book. Is it an Irish proverb? Now, are the two proverbs the same or different? With the two proverbs, we can refer to the way to maintain good health. So they are the same. Now let's look at the first part of our chapter today. The title for the first part is that eat like a peasant and feel like a king. Now, first of all, I would like you to focus on some terms. The first term is title and the heading. Titles are present or title present the main idea of the whole text. The headings, it represents or illustrates the main idea of a section. Or headings give small detail to get the reader intrigues. So title, tiêu đề của bài đọc, and heading, tiêu đề của từng đoạn văn hoặc từng nhóm đoạn văn. Okay, so look at the text of in our book. After the introduction, there are two headings. Now, please list them. So we can have the introduction and the first one and the second one. So we have two headings. The first one is early diets, nuts and plants. And the second one is that why Socrates loved olive oil. Now in the next part, we have to get the meaning of some word from context. Now please guess the meaning of words from context by following the instructions. Number 1, the only common word in the title is peasant. Uncommon word. To infer its meaning, notice how it is parallel in construction with the word king. Eat like feel like A parallel construction is used either for comparison or for contrast. So peasant means either something very similar to king or something very different. So with this clue in mind, read the two first sentences in paragraph E and then tell what you think it meant by a peasant diet. So how does this relate to the title? Now number 2, notice the context. Eat simple foods, not elite tricks. So the word not tell you that elite tricks are the opposite of simple food. They are different. So elite is also used in paragraph A to describe a group of people. So look at this context too, then in your own words explain the meaning of elite, please. Now, question number 3. Look at the second word of the second paragraph. Eclectic. It describes the menu that makes up the entire first paragraph. Read that paragraph and think about what is special and unusual about the grouping of words of food described here. Then explain the meaning of the word eclectic. Number 4. Scan the first 2 sections of the essay for the noun affluence and its related adjective affluent. What are used 4 times? From the context, get its meaning and write here. Can you also find a synonym for affluence in the 5th paragraph? Begin with the letter P. Number 5. The word cuisine is used 3 times in the essay. Now scan for it and use in the context. Explain what you think it means. Now look at the answer. So number 1, it is a traditional food of poor agrarian countries. Yeah, agrarian countries mean related to farming. If you eat a simple diet, you will feel great. It is the meaning of eat like a peasant, feel like a king. Number 2, elite, it means talented, rich or upper class. Number 3, not following one style or set of idea about choosing from or using a wide variety, it means eclectic. Number 4, it means wealth, sự giàu có. And number 5, cuisine means the way of cooking. Now, and in the next part, I would like you to focus on some vocabulary. Miso is a substance made from bean used in Japanese cooking. Look at the picture of a miso. And now, recipe, a set of instructions for cooking a particular type of food. Công thức nấu ăn, recipe. And now, appetizer, main course, and dessert. So appetizer, the food we use for starting a meal. Món khai vị, main course, món chính, and dessert, món trạng miệng. And now Chinook salmon, a large North Pacific salmon would eat internet food. Okay, so cá hồi, ở vùng Bắc Thái Bình Dương. And now sprinkle, it means to scatter small drop of liquid or small pieces of something. Mình rắc cái gì lên, for example, rắc tiêu. And now pesto, a sauce made from basil, garlic, pine nuts, overload and cheese. Đây là một loại nước sốt. And now the next one is a global trotting. What does it mean? It means spending a lot of time traveling to many different countries. Fiber, we have 2 ways of, writing the word. It is the part of plant that you eat but cannot digest. Fiber helps to keep you healthy by moving food quickly through your body. It means, so what does it mean? Chất xơ. Inuit, someone who belongs to a race of people who live in the very cold northern area of North America. It is the word Eskimo. You can use to replace the word Inuit. Tộc người Inuit or Eskimo. Now potassium, it is a chemical element and the symbol of potassium is K. Kali. Now sobering, making you feel serious. Reparative, when people have money and everything that is needed for a good life. So prosperity, sự thịnh vượng. Look at the example, a time of economic prosperity. Thời kỳ kinh tế thịnh vượng, sự thịnh vượng về mặt kinh tế. Now scotch, something that causes a lot of harm and suffering. Mối nguy hiểm, sự đe dọa. And now arteriosclerosis, bệnh xơ cứng động mạch. And now obesity, when someone is very fat in a way that is unhealthy. Obesity, what does it mean? Bệnh béo phì. And now agrarian, related to farming or farmers. Dairy product or produce, the product that related to milk, butter or cheese or etc. So các sản phẩm về sữa. Let's look at the word lechem or lychee. We have a two way of pronouncing the word. A plant that is eaten at a bin, plant such as a bean plant that has sit in a pot. And now hypertension is a medical condition in which your blood pressure is too high. So hypertension, what does it mean? Bệnh cao huyết áp. And now onset. The onset of something, it means that the beginning of something or especially something bad. Bắt đầu một cái gì. And diabetes, a serious disease in which there is too much sugar in your blood. So what does it mean? Diabetes, bệnh đại tháo đường. Anthropology, the scientific study of people, their society or culture. So it means nhân chủng học. Endurance, it means thích thú. Rehabilitate, it means to have someone to live a healthy, useful, active life again after they have been seriously ill or in prison. Phục hồi or tái hòa nhập cuộc sống. Now nasty, it means bẩn thỉu or dơ dãi, etc. Now polyunsaturated, không có khả năng sản sinh về cholesterol. Or we can have a monounsaturated, chất béo không bão hòa đa, and now monounsaturated, chất béo không bão hòa đơn. And now safflower is a kind of plant, a sclerum. Now emeritus, it is a professor, director who is no longer working but had kept his or her previous job title as an honor. Giáo sư danh dự hay là giám đốc danh dự. And now quaff, it means to drink a lot of something quickly. Nốc càng cái gì không? Box. And now polyglot, the speaking or using many languages. Now curd, a kind of meal, sữa đóng. And now let's move to the read part. Now look at the saying, American saying, you are what you eat. So it means that what you eat can contribute to improving or destroying your health. Now please look at your book page 81 to 84. Now read the text and answer the questions. Now, what culture have a traditional diets that are good for our health? And what food should you choose in order to avoid cancer, hypertension, and heart disease? Now, some activities for you after you read. Now, please look at the first activity. You have to recall information. Based on what you read, match the food on the left to its description on the right. So on the food we have a grain, legume and fruit, number 1. Number 2, garlic and salmon. Number 3, olive oil. Number 4, miso soup and cabbage. And number 5, kiwi fruit. And now look at the description on the right. Now, a monounsaturated fat vegetables and a bit of seam, to prevent heart disease, meat, egg or fish. Now, B, rich in fiber, potassium and vitamin C. C, may help prevent cancer. D, the simple, present diet that is good for you. And E, can help fight heart disease. So now look at the answer. We have a 1D, 2E, 3A, 4C, and 5B. Now the second activity. Now please paraphrase the main ideas. Now look at the instruction. Learn to express the main ideas from reading in your own words, simply and clearly. This is sometimes called paraphrasing. So do you understand the meaning of paraphrasing? It means diễn giải. You can use words and short phrases taken directly from the author, but not long phrases or sentences. Now please read the text and respond to the item below. Use your own words. Now, so look at number 1. The main idea of the article is given in simple terms in the title and the italicized sentence that follows it. Now, in your own words, what is the main idea? And now number 2. Another key idea is the relationship between affluence, diet, and health. Now, the article illustrates that by referring to several different societies. Explain how affluence change the diet and health, and refer to at least 2 cultures that illustrate it. Now, so look at the answers. Number 1, we have the title, It's simple diet, feel like a king. So we can parallel it. Now, a sure way to feel healthy and energetic is by eating simple foods free of sugar and fat. Number 2, the relationship between affluence and food and health. Now, when people begin to make more money or gain exposure to different lifestyles, they abandon traditional diets. Often this may lead to new illnesses. Now, the next activity, please recognize the synonyms. Now, match each vocabulary word from the reading to its synonym or definition in the right column. And can you see the words in a good English sentence? Now we can have a word and now synonym. So we have affluent, cuisine, eclectic, elite, peasant. Remember, it is an adjective. Prosperity. So now match the word with its definition of the synonym. So we have some definition here. We have a combining different influences. Simple from a farm, rich, wealth, upper class, and style of cooking. Now, here are the answer of the questions. We have a 1C, 2F, 3A, 4E, 5B, and 6D. Now, in this part, we will analyze compare words. So, now look at the instruction first. Many English words are made up to shorter words. They are called compound words, and they are usually adjectives or nouns. Some compound nouns are written with a hyphen between them, such as low-fat, Others such as avoid glass, they no hyphen at all, are written as one word. Break and park compare words can help you understand their meaning. For example, look at the word well-being in the introductory code in the reading selection. Eat like a peasant, feel like a king. Yeah, and code. Okay, so what do you think it means? So compare words, it means the gap. Now, when taking vocabulary text, try breaking apart the compare words to help understand their meaning. So now look at the practice part. Now, choose the word or phrase that best explains the meaning of underlined word or phrase. Now, please refer back to the selection. Eat like a peasant, feel like a king if necessary. So we have the word Globetrotting researchers. So now what does it mean, Globetrotting researcher? It means professor or student of geography, investor who travel around the world. C, people who study the movement of the earth. D, experts in the benefits of exercise. Number 2, short form. What does it mean? A, unusual action. B, change in the way of thinking. C, shift from bad to good. And D, absence of something needed. Number 3, intake. What does it mean? A, interference. B, planning for. C, entering into the body, for example. And D, disease. Number 4, middle income. A, rich. B, overweight. C, arriving early. And D, average salary. Now, the next one is the word seaweed. Now, look at the definitions and some choices for it. A, plants that need sun. B, ethnic food. C, plant in the ocean. And D, plant in the desert. And then number 6, wider spread. A, larger inside. B, open to the public. C, present in many locations. Present in many locations. And D, complicated by different rules. Now, so look at the answer. 1B, 2D, 3C, number 4D, number 5C, number 6C. And now you will have some further exercises. Now, choose one of the topics about health below. Answer the question about that topic by finding fact opinion on the internet. Report your finding to the class. So, the first topic for us is diet to lose weight. The question are, which diet is more popular for losing weight, the low fat or the low carb? Which is more effective? Number 2, the topic is herbal teas. The question, are they really good for your health and can they be dangerous? Yeah, the next topic is exercise classes. We have the question, what kinds are in fashion now? Now, what type people take them and why? The topic number 4 is vitamins. Why do many people take them every day and can they help you to feel good or to live longer? Now, topic number 5, meditation. What is it? Can it really improve your health? And why or why not? Now, number 6, Reiki. What is it? And does it help you or eat a fruit? Number 7, bathing at a spa. Yeah, remember a spa is a place that usually has a hot tube, sauna or steam room. Why do so many people do it? What are the different styles of enjoying water as a method of cleaning and relaxation? And what do you prefer? Another next part, I would like you to look at the picture and find out the topic related. Okay, so what are the topics related to the pictures? So we have a traveling, tourism, or tourists. And now let's come to the second part of our lesson. Here come the tourists. Now remember that this reading deals with tourism or tourists. Now please answer the questions. Is tourism good or bad for your nation, city, or region? What do tourists bring to the place they visit? And what do they take away? And now look at the point of view. It means quan điểm. Now skim the reading in 5 minutes to identify its point of view. Then put a check in front of the statement below that best expresses the point of view of the article. Now we have 3 points of view. Now number 1, tourism had a good effect on places visited. 2, tourism had a bad effect on the places visited. And now, tourism had both good and bad effect on the places visited. Now skim the text in 5 minutes and find out the point of view in the article. So what is the answer for this? So in the article, the point of view is viewpoint number 2. And the next one, please guess the meaning of some word from the context. Now read the analysis following it of these sentences in the reading to learn some new word and method of figuring out meaning, then fill in the best response. Now, it is hard to believe that the community began its ecotourism project in 1992 in order to protect natural resources. Now, so the word ecotourism had only been in use for about the last 25 years. The first part, eco, is taken from the word ecology. So, do you understand the word ecology? It means sinh thái học, which means the relationship between people and their natural surrounding environment. In recent years, concern for a healthy ecology had become an important theme. So, judging from that, what kind of tourism do you think ecotourism is? So, ecotourism, that tourists that do not cost much. B, tourism for very rich. C, tourism that does not harm the environment. And D, tourism that uses the environment for the adventure. Now look at sentence number 2. Their repeated requests annoy tourists. Remember the word, the quotation mark. Here it is the quotation mark. Quotation marks are sometimes used to show that a word does not have its natural meaning. Usually, a request is the action of asking for something politely. Here, an example of typical request made to tourists is given in the first sentence. This gives you a clue about the meaning of annoyed. So, what does it mean to annoy someone? To make someone happy, to make someone sad, to make someone confused, and to make someone angry. Now, number 3. Some locals were more skilled and playful in their requests, are the upfront and demanding. Now, adjective in English can often be used as noun if a word like there or some is put in front of the word. The word local here is used that way here, and then make plural with an X. Scan the second paragraph and you will see it used in 3 other sentences. So what does it mean? Locals. A. People from nearby. Beggars. C. People from far away. Or D. Workers. Now the next one, the adjective upfront here, upfront, is a compound word. So the 2 short words that make it up can give you some clue to its meanings. Also, it is paired with demanding, and both words are put in contrast with skill and playful. That means they mean something very different from skill and playful. So upfront, yeah, it is different from skilled and playful. So what does it mean? A. Tone. B. direct. C. smart. And D. funny. Number 4. Now, indigenous people in the end demand compensation for having their photographs taken. Now, remember the word indigenous here. Indigenous is followed by the word people. So this gives you a clue about meaning. The people live in the Ant mountain, and that gives you another clue. So what does indigenous mean? A. rude. B. cautious. C. foreign. And D. native. And now look at question number 5. The young vacationer like to distinguish themselves as travelers, not tourists. So, in this sentence, 2 words are put quotation mark because they are direct quote of what people say, and also because they are used in a special way. The first is said to distinguish people from the second. So the 2 words are in quotation mark, travelers and tourists. So please find out the meaning of the word distinguish. A. make similar. B. make different. C. go far away. And D. come closer. Number 6. But in frontier like Kathmandu or Bangkok, where backpacking subculture had existed since it became part of the hippie route in the 1960s. Now, we have the word in the quotation mark frontier. Yeah. So it is used with a special meaning that is not usual one. So it had 2 meanings, a place where the border of another country, đường biên giới, and a new unexplored area of the world of knowledge. Yeah, frontier here is một lĩnh vực xa lạ. Là nghĩa thứ hai của nó. Okay, so what do you think the word frontier means here? A. very popular place for tourists. B. place where no tourists ever go. D. place where only adventurous tourists go. And D. places where tourists may go in the future. So the next one, we have the prefix sub mean under. Yeah, add the word submarine. Yeah, a vehicle that goes under the water, or lesser in importance. So now, what does subculture mean in the phrase a backpacking subculture? A group of people who are very different. B. a group of people with similar customs. C. a group of people who are very wealthy. Or D. a small group of people with an excellent education. Now, yeah, subculture. And now look at question number 7. Such travelers have a reputation for stinginess and rude and hard bargaining. Now look at the suffix nix here, stingy and skinginess. So when we put the suffix nix, the word may become a noun. This noun means that the quality of being stingy. Okay, so please find out the meaning of stinginess. A practice of insulting people for no reason. B, attitude of kindness and humility. C, custom of not spending or giving money. And D, habit of spending or giving money freely. So now in this sentence we also have the word bargaining. Yeah. So this is a gerund of the verb to bargain. So what do you think the meaning of bargain is? Now A, to look at something careful before buying it. To look at something carefully before buying it. To try to make the price of something lower. C, to give away one thing in exchange for another. And D, to sell something for very little money. So look at the answer. 1C, 2D, 3A and B, 4D, 5B, 6C and B, and number 7, C and B. So now I would like you to look at some new words before we come to the reading text. So we have beggar. Now look at the picture of a beggar. Người xin ăn. And now enchanted. It means someone who is enchanted with someone or something like them very much. Cảm thấy hào hứng với cái gì, rất thích cái gì của ai. And now revolve, it means go around. Token, it means something that represents a feeling, a fact or event. Cái đại diện của cái gì. And now the word backward. It means developing slowly and less successful than most others. So backwards it means lạc hậu. Manifest, it is a verb that is used to show the feeling or attitude. Thể hiện, manifest. And now the next word, compensation, it means sự bồi thường. And now, intrusive attitude means xâm phạm. Taboo. Now look at the example. It's taboo to date a man a lot younger than you. Taboo là điều cấm kỵ. Limp, tật đi khập khiễng. Pathetic, making you feel pity or sympathy. Làm cho ai thương hại, And now, backpacker. Now look at the picture of some backpacker and you will find out the meaning of it. Now hippie, merchant. Now so we have to move to the next part now. Read. Now look at the introduction. This selection is an excerpt taken from the book by Deborah Mark Lauren called Rethinking Tourism and Eco-Travel. The author is a journalist and director of the Rethinking Tourism Project, a non-profit group that supports networking and indigenous self-development. She had lived and worked in various parts of the Asia and the Americas and had her residence in Washington, D.C. So according to you, what do tourists bring to the places they visit? Now, what do they take away? And do you expect to learn something new about travel in this article? Why and why not? Okay, so now after you read the text, please finish the following exercises. And now please distinguish between fact and opinion. Yeah, facts are statements supported by scientific evidence. Sự thật. Yeah. And opinion, yet are statement about something that, fact are, statement supported by scientific evidence or statement about something that can be confirmed. And opinions are beliefs expressed by only one person, and they are usually considered opinion. Yeah, they are not true at all. And now let's practice the exercise, now distinguishing between fact and opinion. Now, what of the following statements from the reading do you think are facts and which one are opinion? And why so? Now, write F in front of the fact and O in front of the opinions. Compare your answer with those of your classmates. Line numbers are given so you can examine the context. Now we have a 10th statement. Number 1, the community began its ecotourism project in 1992. The villagers lost interest in the land. The entire tourist experience revolved around money and purchases. Few real friendships are formed between tourists and locals. If the tourist becomes upset, the locals usually pay the price. Number 6 first. Indigenous people in the area demand compensation for having their photographs taken. Number 7. In some communities, photography is taboo because it's believed to cause harm. Number 8. Tourists believe they can contribute to destination communities. Number 9. Budget travelers tend to stay in cheaper hotels and eat in cheaper restaurants. Number 10. In Kathmandu, War or Bangkok, a backpacking subculture had existed since the 1960s. So look at the answer. And now the next activity, I would like you to scan for vocabulary in the text. Now find the following words in the article using your scanning skill and the clues given here. Words are asked for in order of their appearance in the selection. So number 1 will have a 2-word phrase meaning thing that the country has and can be used to its benefits, such as coal and petroleum. Yeah. The beginning letter of the word is N and R. Number 2, you have to find out an adjective that starts with E and means delighted, flee by at its magic. Number 3, now please find out an adjective starting with the prefix in and meaning not correct for the occasion. Number 4, an adjective that came into English from the island of Tonga and means considered not acceptable and so forbidden. Number 5, please find out a synonym for getting or obtaining. Yeah, the beginning letter is A. Number 6, now you have to find out a verb that means to move together in a group like birds. And the beginning letter is F. Number 7, please find out an adjective starting with the prefix in and its meaning is not costing very much. In question number A, you have to find out a word in quotation mark that refers to a group of young people in the late 1960s who wore flowers and strange clothes, reacted against traditional value and took mind-altering drugs. Number 9. Please find out an adverb that means almost completely or for the most part. Number 10. Please find out a verb starting with the letter B that means to negotiate and come to an agreement about something, particularly the price of something. And now look at the answer. Number 1, we have a natural resources. Number 2, enchanted. Number 3, inappropriate. Number 4, taboo. Number 5, acquiring. Number 6, flock. Number 7, inexpensive. Number 8, hippie. Number 9, virtually. And number 10, bargaining. Now, thank you